Well, after spending money on yourself and others on Black Friday and Cyber Monday, it's time now to give back today for Giving Tuesday.
But before you donate to a charity, 7 on Your Side consumer investigator Kimberly Suiters is here with what you need to know. Kimberly?
Maureen, let's take a look at who gives greatly in our area. This is a snapshot of the most and least charitable states. Maryland ranks 10th. Nearly 40% of Marylander taxpayers donate to charity. That is the highest percentage in the nation. It's 31% in Virginia. Way down now on the list, just 13% in West Virginia, and Nevada residents at the very bottom, last in giving on this Giving Tuesday.
Before the getting comes the giving, but how to make sure the taking's not out of control.
People struggle to find an answer to that.
This 2014 report from the Tampa Bay Times calls out the 50 worst charities in America, based mostly on the low percentage of direct aid they actually hand out. For Washingtonians who don't have the time to do the research, there's the annual catalog for philanthropy.
You do the due diligence to make sure they're putting the money where their mouth is.
Exactly. Each year we have around 200 organizations apply to be featured in the catalog, and we whittle down the list to about 75 after each one goes through a very rigorous vetting process.
And each one of these bricks represents a donation made on Giving Tuesday.
Charitable organizations were not vetted for the Giving Tower, created by the crowdfunding site CrowdRise, to show the impact of the Giving Tuesday movement.
By morning, the Giving Tower had already surpassed the height of the Washington Monument. Growing as we speak, it is surpassing the Eiffel Tower, the goal being to build together the largest virtual tower in the world.
Donations make the tower rise and help more than 1,000 charitable organizations, many with local ties. From the United Nations Foundation,
kids around the world get a shot at a healthy life by being protected from preventable diseases,
to the Trust for the National Mall.
Trust for the National Mall is raising $350 million in private funds, really to transform this space.
And they all know real dollars make the difference.
Let's take a quick look at the 4 local organizations that made that worst charities list. We reached out to the 3 that had listed numbers. 2 of them returned our calls, including the Circle of Friends for American Veterans in Falls Church, criticized for the high cost of fundraising through professional telemarketing. Now, I talked to its executive director. He tells 7 on Your Side that is not a reliable measure of the value of a charity that changes lives, because it takes money to raise all that money. He says if they had to spend all that time fundraising, they would have no time for their mission. He calls this list a disservice to the public. Now back to you.
All right, thanks, Kimberly. Well, we'll let the public decide.
Very interesting.
All right.